Hey, this is Christina from TNN Radio, and I'm here with Chris from Hot Water Music, one of my favorite bands. What was the thing that happened in your life that you knew you wanted to be a musician? Like, that's what I'm going to do with my life.
I never thought it was going to happen. I never thought it was going to happen, but I mean, I've been playing guitar my whole life.
There never was like a plan B, like if this doesn't work out, I'm going to go to this.
Well, I never thought it would work out. So there was always this was, this is just kind of dumb luck, I guess. I don't know, I was playing guitar for years and years and years. And then we moved to Florida and I had a skateboard. And all of a sudden having a skateboard meant you were hanging out with the punks. I didn't really know what punk was, those were just guys I skated with, And so that's the music I started falling in love with as a teenager.
I'm not sure where the name Hot Water Music came from, but when I mention it to my friends, they're always like, is that a jazz band? Like, what is that? Like, it seems to be misleading for the genre. Where did it come from, and why for a punk band, Hot Water Music?
Well, we thought it was weird, too. That's why we liked it. It was like, this is just weird enough for our band. It didn't sound like a punk band. It wasn't like the Avengers, or like 30 Rotten Imbeciles, It was like Hot Water Music. I don't know what that is, but it was a book. It's a Charles Bukowski book, and it's not a very good book. It's probably one of his worst books, But it happened to be out at that time. We needed a name for the first show. We needed a name to put on the first flyer, And we always thought it was going to change. But it just kind of stuck.
Do you think that you guys taking a break and working on your other projects and just kind of recharging your batteries was really beneficial to Exister, the new record?
We just needed to take a step back. It just took so much. You're touring for 200 days a year and you're recording for another month and a half on top of that. And it just was exhausting. And so like when we came back together, it was like, because we wanted to, you know what I mean? And that's different.
What was going on in the State of Grace video? I think it's open to a lot of interpretation, but I was just wondering what your thoughts were.
I guess it's more about trying to live a simpler life and trying to be more conscious of like all the shit we're putting into our bodies and all the produce, like it's, like let's get back to like real food. Let's get back to like real living, not the processed shit that you're getting at like McDonald's and all this shit. And and it's kind of the whole world is going faster and faster and faster and faster. And I think that song's kind of like, hey, like let's take a step back here. Like let's look at what we're doing. It is what Exister is. Like here we are in this moment, and let's take a look at where we are.
I saw that you guys toured with Rise Against. Do you think that opened you up to a younger fan base?
I imagine. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, And I live in Gainesville. You know what it's like. Like you're kind of far removed from all that stuff, But yeah, I think obviously, that those were huge shows and a totally different group of people,
You're a band that you've gotten to tour with that you're just kind of like, just can't believe that you finally got to meet them or play with them or...
All the time. All the time. Yeah, but a lot of it's like my friends, like when we go out with the Bouncing Souls, like I'm just grinning ear to ear the whole tour, and they're like our best friends, so like it's like... That's perfect. You also have these moments where you're like, how did I end up here? This is so awesome, Like last year we were playing Punk Rock Bowling, and it was in between 7 Seconds and GBH. And these were like two of the bands that got me into punk. And me and Kevin Seconds were standing there arm in arm, like watching GBH singing along, and it was like, God, this is awesome! This is so awesome! I was freaking out.
Who are some of your music influences? You mentioned rock and blues is kind of where you started out. Is that...
like I started out learning like the Beatles, Stones, Muddy Waters. There was that moment of awakening, when got my first like DRI tape in 7 seconds, Minor Threat. You know, the first time I found out about Discord Records, it's like changed my life. It like quite literally changed my life.
My friend thought for some reason Bruce Springsteen might be an influence. He hears a lot of the Boss in your music.
Yeah, the Boss is one of my all-time favorites.
Really?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
What other bands do you guys have going?
Jason is in Senses Fail. He was just playing with Modest Mouse. I have a band called the Ship Thieves. We just did a new album. Like, it's kind of crazy that I'm able to still do this. So you keep going as hard as you can because it just, you know how lucky you are. So you're like, if I have a chance to do this for a living, I'm going to do it every day.
I guess my last question is, do you have any unrealized dreams for Hot Water Music, or have you guys already surpassed everything that you've ever dreamt for yourself?
Yeah, we have already surpassed. Yeah, I don't know. It's a big world. I want to see it all, you know. So